Hello, my name is Dr. Von BlitzWiener, and this is my creation. This will be Mark 14, and this is actually sort of a remake of a previous Mark 4. Though not only has its size been enhanced, but also its reliability and its features. An issue that I found with the previous one was the fact that there was no real entrance that was easy to get into. For you had to already make it to the top somehow, which was, well, you'd have to use some type of crane or really tall staircase, I don't know, ladder. But this time, we have a brand new elevator that is integrated into the leg. This will allow making going up and down through the mark a lot easier than having to climb a very, very tall ladder. Heading inside through the elevator. As you can see, made use, we created sort of an archway at front. It had the shaping done, I believe it was integrated into it quite well. We have many rows of staircases and tons of floors, including a very nice brain. Unlike many others, this one has a bit of a bigger brain, so certainly has intelligence and also has a very big heart. We have a crane to move cargo up and down when need be, since it's very tall, with a very covered control panel. On either side, we have special levers, and upon holding the lever, it will inject fireballs out of the hands, as you can see outside. As you can see, it is burning the white little angel, and which now its mustache and all of the rest of the body will be destroyed.
Did you turn on the second one?
Ah, yes.
Oh, because it fired for a second. I wasn't sure if it was a failure. Is something wrong with it? Or did you turn it off?
I turned it off. Doesn't want to waste all the ammo inside. We only need so much to show off its might. We have some nice railing on the back to prevent these from falling off so easily, since when it's walking it would be quite a hazard to be walking on the back. We have a nice little staircase up here into the head, of which we have blast doors. Though from the outside these look like normal eyes. By flipping the switch, we can actually open up, revealing big windows to look outside. This would be the #1 spot for the main vision of the robot to be getting around, so we know where we're going. And we can flip the switch again to close the blast doors.
Please excuse me. That was never mind.
Now we will move on to the tests. Starting at the fire test.
We have designed this thing specifically to handle somebody.
As you can see, it handles the fire quite well. Next, we'll move on to the explosive tests. I'll place one in either leg to make sure that it can stay upright after taking up an explosive.
If someone like the Chuckler came along.
Yes, a very eager rival. He's not very good at robots, but he certainly likes blowing up stuff. As you can see, we have a leg full of a stronger metal to carry up the elevator, so only one of the legs was able to hold it up. Therefore, the other one wasn't as strong and we fell apart. Moving on to the body, this is a very important part to make sure that the main body structure can hold up to keep the brain, heart, and lungs safe. As you can see, though it has blown a hole, the lungs are still fully functioning, and the heart too is actually undamaged. So I'd say the abs and muscles have done a good job. More like Denson, but such, and Folgers. I'll move on to the arms, and then finally after that, the head to make sure the control room can stay intact. The arms clearly need to have better filament for the entire thing to fell apart and be armless. Our main cans would be destroyed, it would be stranded with no main of offense, and would have to sit there until further repairs or have to retreat. Meaning arms have to be either enhanced in size or reinforced, which would still lead to enhancement of size anyways. Finally, we have the explosive on the head. As you can see, everybody in the control room would either be dead or heavily injured and would need to be taken to the hospital immediately to stop all the bleeding of which would have been caused by that explosion, meaning the head also has to be reinforced.
But you
We
are
did
the
not really
doctor.
practice safety on this one, and it was more about the functionality more than anything. So it's good to see that the actual body would be able to stay up, and hopefully that very good endoskeleton of obsidian pillar would be able to hold up just most of the weight. Maybe the loose of the arms would keep it from being gone,
But
I guess.
technically, they don't have to worry about anything since you are the doctor. You'll be able to fix their wounds very shortly.
I'm a doctor of science, I'm not any
It's
surgeon of any kind, I'm
hey,
afraid.
it's still science.
Yes, but it requires more practice, not in safety, but in the safety of the patient. I'm not very good at safety in others. In fact, all I do is cause others hurt, especially when we get close to my lab. Well, I must say about this mod, it certainly handled functionality quite well, but in terms of defense, I'm afraid it is quite lacking.
Why don't you
Well,
show for the ending? Why don't you show us the elevator?
ah, yes. It is quite the small design, but unfortunately, because of his, unfortunately, in order to handle this dark metal, we had nowhere to spare any lights. Otherwise, it wouldn't be strong enough to carry up an elevator such as this. So on top of the elevator, we put a little light on it to carry light as you went up, I guess, or down, whichever one.
Oh, this was good. I suppose. Would you call it a success?
Let's go 80% success.
That's pretty good.
Yes, that is pretty good compared to many previous marks. My name was Dr. von BlitzWiener, and this was Mark 14.